Hi all, welcome to another Chess24 Banter Blitz. It's approaching 11:30 AM UK time, and I'm just going to show you the promo code Kingscrusher for a moment. You can get 15% off with this voucher code Kingscrusher if you go to chess24.com/premium and enter that in. So it's a great time if you want extra entertainment at the moment, which a lot of us do. And distraction, and you can even get to play the likes of Magnus Carlsen, other grandmasters, IMs, etc., and other people. So check that out. Voucher code Kingscrusher. Okay, so let's go to the challenges today. The challenge screen. Let's switch to that screen and take on the first challenge today. Ryan Shaw. It's a 5-minute game. Hi there. And I think I'll stick with knight c6. So it's tangoing the knight from one side of the board to the other. So it's a bit like an Alekhine defense, I guess, in terms of provocation anyway. Weakness, provocation, potential weakness, provocation. Okay, so I can pin this knight though to threaten knight takes e4 here. Maybe I want to sort of bring it round to sort of weaken f4, because this knight really wants f4, I believe. I don't want it nudged with h5. Oh, there was a dangerous game we had the other day, isn't it? Just remember. Trying to avoid getting mated if possible. Did we have a dangerous game? Was it a week before? So anyway, rook a5 here seems like plausible to use this a file somehow, maybe with b5 coming, or even maybe just rook a3. Okay, rook a3, does it work here? It looks like tempting. I'm tempted. It might be on the sound. I've got that A file. Okay, it's an exchange at least. Anyway, so if the worst happens to the worst, it's an exchange sack for a couple of pawns right now, so it's not that bad a deal. If I play rook a8, rook a4 to b4, yeah, I think this is going to be tricky for white in a practical sense. I mean, it's also near material quality. So the king's been a bit compromised, I feel. So, okay. I'll wait for that to happen. I don't really want to encourage stuff over there. I just want to play rook a4 to have rook b4. Okay. Maybe I can use this f4 square at some point. I think one concern is c3. What do I do about c3? Maybe that's when the knight can come in to hit d3. Alright, like knight, which knight? I want this one. So possibly actually f6, because if knight e6 I can take and then take here, getting another pawn. There's no retreat. f6 seems plausible to win another pawn. That would also support rook a2 as well if the bishop was on e6. So I think that's an idea here. f6. Unless there's anything else. f6. Try and get another pawn basically. So there's rook a2 now, so there's quite a few pawns. There's also again knight f4. I think I'm happy with the position. Famous last words. Check though. try and keep the queens on for a bit of pressure here. There's rook a1 anyway, or knight f4, or both rook a1, and then knight f4 threatens knight d3. Oh, there's also okay, knight f4 threatens knight d3 right now. I think white's a bit tied up here, but let's see. If king b2, rook takes, then queen takes. Alright, so queen e1 here, I think. Oh, hang on. As I mentioned, knight d3 though. Both of those guys are pinned. Yeah, that was a bit too dangerous after. Thanks. That was always blame the mouse. Okay, I think I'll play knight c6 again. So bishop c5, a6 coming up. If that would be a mistake, bishop g5, I think, taking on f2 and then knight g4. Okay, I'll do this anyway. Just to install on g4. I think thematically it's that Grand Prix attack anyway, f5, f4 in reverse. A Sicilian Grand Prix attack style. Because the English opening is like Sicilian defense in reverse, if you think about it. Sometimes anyway, it looks like a Sicilian defense in reverse. I wonder does it take with the d pawn on this one? Maybe there's piece pressure, I think, with this way. On c4, maybe bishop f5 for knight d3. Okay, I can get rid of that d5 usage for a moment. Maybe put my queen on. Oh no, not sure about that. Oh well, yeah. Okay, there's knight f3 though. Hang on, for queen takes b2. In fact, king f1, there might be something even naughtier here. On king f1, anything naughty? Knight e3 takes. There's knight h2. Knight h2, isn't that promising to win an exchange? In fact, hang on a sec. Isn't there this one? And you have to take. Well, I can do it either way. Unless I'm missing another major trick. Knight takes. Hang on. Knight takes, knight e3. Okay. I think this would surely, it's kind of, doesn't it win the exchange? Because king moves, I take the bishop, he takes, and I can sort of take the rook. Maybe there was more to play for there, but now here, so it's like winning the exchange, isn't it? Basically, bishop g4. And so f3 is more weaknesses to play with. bishop f5, knight takes d6. Well, there's a pin there on knight d6, like rook ad8. e3 has been compromised. Rook b1, queen e5. So, okay, he would win d6 potentially, but okay, there's other issues there. Can I just take on e3 here? Alright, again, bishop g4 seems very tempting here. Alright, there's queen, almost threatening queen d3 there. Alright, try and use this scenario where the bishop's kind of pinned. So if I move this bishop, there's bishop takes f3. Alternatively, bishop takes, there's nothing on the dark squares right now. Though, queen takes for bishop, no, because there's knight g1, knight takes, that's not a simplification. Nor is bishop g1, knight takes. Okay, so if I go queen f6, queen f6 seems plausible, or queen a3. Maybe just nick another pawn for a moment. And then, okay, knight g5 is a threat. I wonder if g6 here, just in light of that. To stop knight g5 in advance, threatening queen h7. Alright, if the knight moves, bishop takes, or it's not mate anyway. Now, queen takes, bishop g1 check, picking up the queen. Well, that's an interesting approach. Okay, can I just take her? And if I take here, I'll take her with tempo. Weaken the king a bit. Check. Bring the rooks in. Alright. I think just bringing the queen to the fence, and then there's queen e5, or queen h4 in fact. I was just looking at the centralization aspect, but there's actually queen h4, that's a perk. I was looking to defend there. So queen h4. So it looks quite bad for white's king here. Queen g3 is threatened. Right. And if I just simplify, yeah, I think it's okay. Thanks. Yeah, interesting game. Okay, it's a 3 minutes game here. Against Bogdan. 3 minute game. Hi there. Well done. I'll play this move. Try and weaken those dark squares. Okay. Yeah, it feels controversial. Yeah, I know. Maybe he doesn't want to give up that bishop. This might support b5, b4. I'll do that immediately. Okay. I'm protecting h6 at the moment from any hack attack stuff. I do wonder if I should delay castling. Is it needed to delay castling? Or knight d7 just to be able to recapture on e5. That might be useful for knight c5, b4. This way of playing it. So I'm keeping hold of h6. I want to play like knight c5, b4. Okay, if he gives up the dark square bishop, I don't think that's a bad thing here for me, because I've still got that bishop. So I want to play b4, I think, and then knight a4, knight a3. It's a bit cheeky. I'm sort of trying to, I'm being a chicken with my own king and just trying to blow some cold winds to my opponent's king here with knight c3. So c5 here, and then queen. Right, maybe I finally castle. Always got f4. Knight c. Okay, knight c3, queen a5. I think c5 d takes, knight c3. Or knight c3 immediately. Okay, I don't know. I'm just going to cancel. He could get rid of the dark square bishops. All that. Alright, now f4, there's knight e4 though. It's giving me a little bonus here. Can I play, I mean, there's weakening a bit in theory. a5, a4, ab, rook a8. And there's the idea of knight d3. Oh, it's not check. What I'm talking about. Let's try and carry on with this a-file project. a4, a4, ab. Okay. a4 here. There's going to be winning material with knight takes. If I'm not careful, I think I'll take here now. Then carry on with something. a4. Let's get a take. And if I played this, just to encourage, I want to get a queen f6 in. Alright. That's secure at the moment for my king. I want to build up, I think, on this a-file and use the e5 square if he tries to bust me with f4. So I just want to use the rooks for a moment with rook a8. Okay. Ah, this could get nasty. Okay, he takes. What about putting my knight? Okay, putting my knight on e5 would be pretty sensible, wouldn't it? Okay, there's queen f6 potentially. Does it matter on knight e5, queen f6? The knight holds things. Unpin. Okay, this a-file looks dangerous again if I double. Okay, no concrete stuff yet. Queen d7 to queen g4. Alright, it's the time factor though as well, isn't it? Alright, thanks for the game there. That was fun. Dirks. Okay, please c4, English opening. I'm going to try a weird, crazy gambit. I love the bravery of playing the Dutch defense. So I'll play this crazy gambit. Okay, maybe not going to get anything from it. Okay, well, it's a very different style position than usual. Sort of Grob versus Dutch. I don't want to weaken my dark squares too much with giving up the bishop. Maybe castling queenside is a better proposition. Here, queen d2 and castle queenside. queen d2, knight g5, knight d5. If he took, then there's bishop d5, and I'm looking at f7. That looks like a classic thing to do. Or bishop h6. And he does bishop h6. Try and just get rid of the dots going bishop. Bishop h6. Is it really doing much, bishop h6 though? Okay. Well, I'm delaying it. Okay, I'm letting him play rook e8. If he wants bishop h6, bishop h8, he can have it now. Okay. This queen's a target, isn't it? It's a knight d5 right now. It's queen d2. Got an option there, potentially. So knight d5 or knight e4 gives me an option, potentially. Bishop g5. Yeah. Sorry, bishop h6. Yeah. Oh. Well, there's knight takes d5 here, hitting the queen. So I've got the option of knight f6, which is check. Okay, so here, knight g5. Okay, so taking with the pawn perhaps to give a square for the knight. So bishop c5, bishop a7, nick a pawn over here. Ah, bishop c5, and there's knight d6, forking the rooks. That would be handy as well. So bishop c5 and knight d6. Bishop c5, knight d6. Okay, I'll play bishop c5 anyway. Now, king c2. Oh, I missed that. Yes, takes and rook to e4. A simplification, or to keep the bishop on. Or maybe there's bishop g6 here. Hold on. If bishop d3, bishop d3, and bishop b3, I can take. Right, maybe it's okay to do this. A desperado tactic, is that called? Okay, so keep c4 intact. I think, right, I can simplify here or not. No. Okay, that was rather risky. Okay, I'll take here then. My king's in a firing line here. Maybe rook c8 here to stop rook c7. Oh, it's not ideal. I'm covering F2, but I'm not covering E2. Oh, what have I done? No, I don't like the position now. So he's got all sorts of opportunities. Yeah, I lost control of it. Can I try this? And Wonder with the king to C6. I've got this passed pawn. It's passed pawn versus passed pawn. If I don't get mated, that is. So, yeah. Oh, I can take that. Hold on. I think that's a bit of good news there, taking that. Right. Yes, no, I got in trouble there. That wasn't supposed to happen. Thanks. Got in trouble there. Well played. Okay, can I play this? Why? Well, there's bishop f2 or queen h4, I think, or knight f2. Oh, there's some tasty options. I'll go with that one. So HG, there's queen g3, not queen takes because knight takes. So what would he do on, say queen f3, I think there's check and then bishop takes. And that means there's no takes now, I would have thought. Okay, maybe let's take the rook. And then come back, yeah, to h4. So I think g4 is weak. Okay, g2 is weak. Maybe we can just do this and take on g4. Is that running into trouble? There's bishop e2. There's knight h2. There's a g5 plan. Try and stop. Oh, well, that's one way. I meant rook d8, but anyway. So g4 here. Try and get some action over here. before I get in trouble. Check for rook b2 or not. Okay, rook b2. I was a bit scary of this d6 pawn though. Check. Can I push my fast pawn before it's too late? Oh, yeah. Rook h1. Okay, yeah, this. Hitting the rook. So I'm hoping rook h1 comes to the rescue. Right, can I not just take that? Okay, let's go. Yeah, that was getting very, very tricky indeed. Very tricky. Mike Goring. Okay. So bishop g2 and knight e5. If I play castling and knight e5. Knight e5 and f4 maybe. I'm just wondering if that sort of construction any good? Find out. So e3 there were some games I remember Karpov Kasparov in one of the World Championship matches and he got this sort of position with a knight on e5. I kind of liked his positions. He didn't win many of them, but I liked his positions. Karpov with white sometimes. I don't know what opening it was though. Might be in a Grunfeld or something. H3 and King H2 and G4 seems like a free hand to attack here because of this nice E5 knight. G4, G5. Yeah. So if I ignore that and just play G4, I have to factor in knight G4. I think Queen H4, Bishop H3. Actually, you know, I'm not sure g5. It just serves to weaken my position right now, I think, especially this diagonal. So I think maybe put this bishop on h4. That's another plan. Well, there's knight c4 all the time. So it's kind of tricky. Maybe putting my king back away from that diagonal, as though g5 might be on the cards. Is that something? G5 on the cards or not? Is that? Or is it not? It might be. This bishop remains hemmed in. I'm worried about this bishop. If knight c4, I can always take like that. Oh, it's going to be a wreck, isn't it? This position. But I can't move this bishop out without knight c4. Could I play b3 here and bishop b2? That seems technically possible, to actually at least put the bishop here to get this rook out before committing to anything. So bishop b2, try and connect the rooks. The bishop might have a useful influence. Bishop b2. Before that wasn't possible because of the loose knight. CD. I'm just making an advantage of this. Bishop c6. So if I'd played b3 before, there was cd. So okay, so knight takes e4 here. And if bishop b2 f6, so there's at least knight g6. Well, there might be knight c6 and bishop e4, but I like the knight at the moment. I don't really want to just win a pawn. It's nice if a weakness is created instead. If that knight's tickling white here to play f6. I mean black here to play f6. Is f6 or queen e2? This diagonal might be useful for that bishop at some point. Queen e2, rook ac1. Queen e2 seems possible. Maybe rook ad1. Oh, I guess knight d5 is happening. Okay, so rook ad1 and okay. I guess knight takes c6 and queen e4 should probably be played. It seems, why not? No. Yeah, let's keep the bishop on eyeing d5 here. This blockade, it's going to be annoying, perhaps. King f2, there's always bishop h4. Alright, this is dull, isn't it? Okay. I think I have a small edge. I hope I have a small edge. Okay, I'll take care of e3. And rook d3. and try and use this 2-to-1 pawn majority over here. Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit tricky. Yeah, that. Thanks. Prom night. Okay. Prom night. So play E5. Can I play, is there something wrong with bishop G5? This rings a bell somewhere. Some sort of weird theory I might have seen at some point. Queen G6, H4. Bishop D3, E4, Queen E2, F5. And this is a bishop sack with casting, takes rook E1 check, 97. But H4 is also interesting. This idea of bishop D3 and Queen E2 though. If I'm forcing F5, I can play bishop C2. And am I ending up losing a piece? Or not? Or am I creating weaknesses? So E4, all right. There is knight H4 here for knight takes F5, if that's any use. I wonder. If the dark square bishop, have I taken on D5? Now I keep having this loose piece issue. I don't think I'm playing this that well. I think I got to get rid of this loose piece issue. It's a total pain. So I think bishop E3 at some point. Unless there's some magic tactics, but I don't think so now. Okay, so knight E7, bishop E3. Just to try and safeguard that bishop. Is it only one level of... Oh, okay, can I welcome exchange of queens? Because this knight takes E5, isn't there? And this is F6 after. There's rook B1. I think I've got a certain pressure though. Yeah. So not 95 because of F6, but there's a certain pressure, I think. Oh. Okay, well, I win a lot of stuff with knight F7 here. Like B7 at the end of this, and the rook. So F6, knight F7, FG, knight D8, king D8, rook B7. Hmm. Okay, so knight f7, unless there's anything stronger. Knight f7. Alright, well I can win that rook on h8 here. He's got that discovered check. King d2. Right, so king d2 or king d3, maybe king d3. Avoid any bishop h6 check. Don't I just want to get this knight out right now? Why don't I just want to play knight f7? In fact, now that I've done this, knight f7. Okay, so knight f7, and then challenge this file. And then try and avoid losing that knight or allowing knight f4 check. How would I rescue this knight, I wonder? f3. If the rook moves, there's knight e5 check, potentially. There's also rook e6 here to hit g6. Rook e6. If I give up that pawn, the knight remains trapped. Yeah. Okay. There's no rescue for that knight, I assume. Okay, so I better not take too long here. Just take a pawn then, or something. Move this one. Leave those pawns double. Okay, so king e4 to stop knight e5. King f5 would be handy to try and win g5. h4, I think I'm giving too many squares away. If he takes, hold on. Maybe okay, maybe f4 to stop knight e5. I'm giving away some squares here, like h4. Okay. I think I'll play rook g6 on knight c4. Get this guy. Light square. Yeah. No. Yes. pinned. Yes, I think it's knight e3 check. Right, I'll play the check first. No, it's probably good for black. This maybe it's good for black, or earlier. Okay, Cobra. That was up and down that game. My knight was trapped at the end of that, so Cobra. I've got a recipe here which has been fantastic in bullet chess, which is to play for a3 as the first plan A, and then sort of play it like a Dutch defence stone wall after. And it really, I found it wobbles many opponents, this whole plan. Okay, form pawn on queenside. I find strangely a huge result from this plan. So it's a sort of Dutch defence stonewall now. And even if I lose the a3, I think I'm just causing disruption on dark squares. Okay, maybe even keep the form pawn off a double pawns there. So I suppose it's, you could call this a Dutch defence stonewall with form pawn on queenside. So queen g6 or something. That's intriguing. Knight e5 if that does anything. Or is there something more interesting here about this? e5 is not usually held like this. It's usually a gaping hole in the Dutch. So queen h6, g5, g4 or something. So he's undoubling my pawns. I think g5, g4 coming up. Although there's a question about this bishop and the rooks again, if they're ever going to get out. Maybe knight e4. Okay. Maybe knight b6. All right, g5 it is. g4, hg, knight g4, and it's sort of dominating that position. The knight can't move. That would be a disaster, wouldn't it, for white? hg, knight g4. Surely I can just build up on the h file with queen h5, rook f6, rook h6. I'll try and keep that c4 square under control. It is a wreck, but I want to keep c4 under control. Because otherwise, things like knight c4, etc. Oh, this g file also looks rather tempting. I think this h file attack might not be brilliant here. This g file instead. Okay, reinforce that. Well, this knight e4 looks very scary, I think, for f2 here. So I'm running knight f2. Okay, there's knight takes on knight g3. I think knight takes on knight g3. That means also, I mean, there's queen e3 as well. There's also rook g8. Rook g8. That's very tricky for white, yeah. Knight e4 check. If king f1, queen takes. If king h1, knight f2 is mate. Oh, there is that. Okay. Am I being too optimistic about things? Okay. Okay, I'll have to build up more. Maybe rook takes and then the other one. Double the rooks like this. Queen h3. Oh, there's rook h3. And then if knight f1, there's rook h1. Mate. Okay, so rook h1. Yeah, I've had very good results with this plan. e6, install the pawn pawn, then f5, play like a Dutch stonewall. I don't know why. It seems to be a point scorer for me on faster time controls, especially. I suppose it's quite dangerous. Okay, Ryan, hi there. So, intriguing. Bishop d3. Looks like there'll be a Greek gift if black cancels. Bishop h7. Okay, if I play a3. Bishop b2. Oh, Greek gift time. Does it work? It's pretty tempting here. Without too much thinking about it. There might be a third rank usage with a4, rook a3 if I needed it. Oh, he just ignored the bishop sack. Okay. If I played c5 right now just to avoid my center collapsing. Oh, maybe my center's collapsing anyway. Queen g4 to go to h3. This is a diagonal anyway. If he takes that pawn, well, queen h3 here looks dangerous, and if knight h5 g4, I can't see how that's not dangerous. Maybe, okay, hold on, knight d4 there, bishop g6, knight h5 g4, knight d4, g takes. I still think that's dangerous. I think. I'm going to take here. Knight e6 is, I assume knight e6 is something to look at. Knight e6, queen h6, king f7. Oh, there's also bishop e6 though, queen h6, king f7, okay. Bishop g6, there's rook h8, or is there? I mean, maybe, you know, in that position. I mean, there's all sorts. There's knight h7. I think this is good. I think there's knight h7 in this position, or something else. If king g6, am I losing too much material? Maybe queen g2 here. He's got a check, king h1. But any times he takes, there's knight e6. I think queen g2. I didn't really want to do this, but okay, there you go. Bishop d3. Let's bring back the bishop to d3. Okay, this is getting strange, isn't it? There's queen h7. I don't think there's time for knight c1. Oh, was the idea queen h8 check if king takes? Okay, yeah, maybe that was the idea. Okay, thanks. Yeah, interesting. Don Williams. Hi. So this is a critical test in some respects, but in other respects I don't mind the dark squares here at the moment. So d6, a6 coming up. Or b6, okay, b6. Oh, hang on. Am I letting him do a naughty move here? It's possible. Yeah, I didn't want him to play really d6, like taking on d6. I'm questioning now if I should have allowed that. Okay. I was too scared to say it, just in case I say it out loud. Okay, so b takes. You know, maybe I should have considered knight h4. I think that was a bit dumb not to consider knight h4 there, because I could have played knight takes, and yeah, it might have been a missed opportunity. Maybe playing for g5 is fun. How would I do that though? I just straight out play g5 coming up. Queen a4, I would hope bishop d7. Okay, can I get around to play g5? Okay. Play castle here. Possibly f5 instead now. With the idea of f4, or is this getting too exotic? He could win another pawn with knight g5. It might be getting too exotic. Another possibility is bishop a6, just to use queen b6 at some point. Alright, maybe I should take that. So queen b6. It's forced me to do stuff I didn't want to do. Bishop a6 or f5. f5, f4. Bishop b7 here. Maybe bishop b7 is the most around the king move. I want to stop queen d5 anyway. There's that point as well. Okay, I can threaten. Oh, he's got knight e6 coming. Alright, if I play this, there might be e3 and knight g5. Right, so I'll play this. I'll play e3 and knight g5. He's got things like queen a2 check as well. So e3 around here opens up the bishop though. Now there is a check. Okay. e3 here, there's a check. Like king g7, there's knight e6 check. Queen d7. Queen d7. Why don't I? Yeah. No. No, I don't know. I've opened up the bishop. knight e6, there's taking, let's check. Taking here, there's taking, my rooks are connected for a moment. There's queen e3 check coming in. Alright. Isn't there queen c6 on the cards? Queen d7, knight f8, queen c6, f3, g takes f6, threatening f2. Okay, I'll do that, but he might have knight g6. It might be better just to do I take that time to do that? I suppose so. There's check and win queen anyway. Potentially. F2 and queen h1. Knight g6, king g7. I've got f2 and queen h1 right now. Or f2 and queen g2. I was trying to avoid giving him another check. Maybe I have. Oh, God. No. Queen takes f3. I thought check. And if he does queen, rook f3. Oh, hang on. Okay. I think so. Okay. Yeah, that was fun. No, I'm not gonna analyze it. Thanks. Okay. Premium members, please, on challenges. Okay. There's a roller coaster, right, on the chessboard. So, 1 elephant, 2 elephants, 3 elephants, 4 elephants, 5 elephants, 6 elephants, 7 elephants, 8 elephants, 9 elephants, 10 elephants. Okay, and a board. Okay. Critical test again. So bishop a7, bishop d7. Queen c8. Queen c8, knight g4. Rook a8, knight f4. Alright, we've got similar problems to the previous game. Just on the faster time control. What if I just played castling in f5 this time? Yeah, this plan really keeps the knight out of the game. This structure keeps the knight out. Trade-offs with the light square weaknesses, but it seems fine. I'm wondering queen a7 could be handy on the diagonal. At least it ties the rook down to f2. Queen a7. And it's an altogether different approach. If I took here. Can I still... Oh, am I giving a losing target? I might be giving a... I've just taken away my queen from the diagonal. Have I given myself a terrible position here? It's likely. Maybe knight c8 on knight a4 to the defense. Oh, it's miserable, isn't it? Or unless, maybe it's maybe I'm going to take that. And queen c5. And defend here. g6. Just to hold h5 there for a moment. Queen c2. Queen c3. Can I get out of the firing line, sort of X-ray? Because I want to play like f6 maybe, or f5. Do I? Possibly. What about queen c5? Isn't that altogether safer? Just queen c5, just hitting b5 than f5. Maybe I'll just take this guy. Now not f6, knight e6. Can I get the king a little bit out of that? Yes, this seems strange. What am I doing? Very strange. Am I just getting outplayed now? Uh-oh. Wait, why didn't he just take? Yeah. Oh, and I can't do much here. Okay. Well, at least d5 is weaker. Okay, I think that's a bad move. Okay, yeah, that was really good. Well played. Yes, unconvincing by me there. Bogdan. Okay. Try this Vienna game style. F5. King h1. Try and use the G file. when it emerges. So king h1, move bishop d4, get this g file. So rook g1, bishop d4, knight d5, or bishop d5. Okay. If I take now, I've just lost the piece, have I? No, there's a trick. There's a trick here. I can take and then bishop d5. I can take with check. It's a trick. I've just noticed it now. It's an important trick, otherwise my bishop's about to be crushed. So a4, this knight takes f6 and then bishop d5. That's the sort of position I wanted anyway. I think the opposite colour bishops here, it's interesting with the g file. I think the g file gives me an edge, I suspect. So rook g4, treble, it looks as though it's a pleasant attacking position at the moment. I'll stop queen h4, it's one treble. Oh, hang on, whoa. F4, F4, F4. E5. The queen looks precarious. Queen f3, actually. This looks for rook g3, rook h3. Okay, so he's given this queen. Would I not have e5 here? Isn't there just rook g8? Alright, thanks for the game. Well done. Interesting. Behind the game there. Friedel. Will I be fried by Friedel today? Okay. I don't like the openings I get against Friedel at all. Can I mix things up? I'll have to make something up here. Okay. 1 elephant, 2 elephants, 3 elephants, 4 elephants, 5 elephants. How do I mix something up here without losing? It's going to play the London system. I have to embrace with love. I think the key is to embrace with love this London system. There is a line which isn't too bad for black, involving this pesky queen b6. If that's what there is, that's what there is. Yeah? Dreaded London system's position we've had before. It's not that dreaded though. It's like a French defence gone wrong for me or something. I don't know necessarily if it's a French defence gone wrong. I was just I don't know. Okay. Queen d8, is that a move? I don't know. It gives the idea of b5, a5, b4 anyway. forcing me into a French defence, basically, with a fianchetto bishop. That's not very nice, is it? G5? Is G5 a move, or just G5? Yeah, that's the only move I can see. G5. Okay, so G4 and then no. Taking on E3 might be. I've had some luck getting dark square bishops recently. This dark square bishop. Alright, he's gonna put a lot of pressure on my position soon. Can I just put my king over here? Because I can imagine him putting loads of pressure on the H file. If my king was on C7 rather than G8, if I can get away with that plan, put the king on C7. There's also, isn't there a case for knight F8 and queen G6 first, or not? This is all a bit passive. I think I need to be able to play against E4, so B5 for bishop B7 if needed against E4, otherwise my structure is going to crumble potentially. I think it's possible to consider this. Or maybe I should take before knight d6 happens. Although, yeah. Oh god, I don't like doing that. Queen c6, maybe queen c6 coming up. No, I'll lose the exchange, or not, maybe not. Let's try and hold f3 for a moment before bishop f3. Okay, there's this whole X-ray scenario. So knight a4, b4. There's tactics here, I sense. There's d5. No, he's not going to dare play d5 because it weakens e5, surely. So maybe I just want to sort of. Okay, what tactic in particular? Doubling over here. If I double. Okay, I like the idea of doubling. I also like queen a6, queen a5 on c3. Basically, pressure points e5, d4, c3. If I have the queen here, the rooks are on d4. There's pressure points. Queen a5. Okay, he hasn't got rook b2 just yet. Alright, so queen a5. if rook c2, bishop f8, queen c1. Rook c2 is plausible. Bishop e5 has to be considered all the time. Rook d4 needs to be considered all the time. Bishop f8 for b4 seems okay. If I improve my king slightly, I'll just safeguard these guys for a moment. Because I want to play for b4 without the whole thing crumbling. Okay, over here then. I don't want to liberate this bishop. I want my bishop liberated. Isn't e5 painfully weak, though, in this position? I'm drilling into the diagonal if I can take e5. I was hoping for that earlier, when it was good to provoke this anyway, because I think that weakens the diagonal. There's almost a queen sack. There's queen b4 anyway. Okay, there's rook d6. Well, there's bishop c3 here, isn't there? Yeah, okay, that worked out. Sometimes I'm good with the dark square bishops, getting a dark square, even though it doesn't look as though the bishop's good. Sometimes later it gets good. Okay, thanks. Keep safe, keep washing the hands. I'm terrified of stepping out of the house right now. So online chess is a good thing to have. Online chess. It's a good distraction, yeah. So there's lots of prophylaxis you need to be doing right now. Washing hands frequently, yeah. Don't travel unless absolutely necessary. Okay, we're in lockdown here in the UK. Anyway, I hope your prophylaxis, let your prophylaxis be strong with you. Okay. Another time, and see you next week. Okay, thanks very much.